to kick off our event today with a little bit of a surprise. It was a surprise for us as well, but our Northern Berkshire Youth and Family Collaborative has been working on a project over the last several months to highlight positive youth development in our region through the voices of our local youth. So today is kind of our soft launch of this little 5-minute video, and we thought you guys could be the first ones to see it and tell us what you think.
Young people in communities all across Northern Berkshire County receive a lot of advice about growing up.
Lots of people have opinions on our development into adults.
We wanted to share with you our point of view on this advice and the future we want to grow together.
We're here to ask you for 6 things we need for positive growth.
We need confidence.
We need confidence.
We need character.
We need caring.
We need connection.
And we need contribution.
These are all the things you can help us cultivate to become the adults we want to be.
Here's what we need from you as adults to grow in these 6 ways.
We need you to express care.
Show me that I matter to you.
Be dependable, be someone I can trust.
Listen to me. Really pay attention while we're together.
Believe in me. Make me feel known and valued.
Be warm. Show that you enjoy being with me.
Encourage me.
Praise me for my efforts and achievements, and encourage me to work hard.
When people respect me and treat me like how I want to be treated, I feel cared about.
Having that extra piece of caring and love helped her to sort of see this little kid who needed that extra push.
It made me feel better and more confident.
Whenever I'm down and I get in the car with her, she's like, "What's the matter, dear?" And I explain, and she always gives me a hug and a kiss and says, "You got this, girl."
I felt more safe. I felt more like I had more people to talk to, I didn't have to hold everything inside,
We need you to challenge our growth.
Push me to get better while supporting me where I'm at.
Expect my best and encourage me to make an effort in everything I do.
Encourage my potential. Push me to go further when it's clear I can.
Hold me accountable. Insist I take responsibility for my actions.
Reflect with me. Help me learn from challenges and setbacks.
Everyone has an opportunity to grow and get better in life, and that everyone can. And if someone pushes them hard enough, then they can go far. And just the small, minor corrections, and never really getting mad at me when I make a mistake.
Mistakes help you learn. So if you don't know something, don't pretend you know something if you don't. If you don't know it, just admit you don't know it so you can learn it.
It's going to serve me great because I think confidence is one of the best things that you can have and out there in the world when you're an adult.
We need you to provide support.
Help me to complete tasks and achieve goals.
Empower me. Build my confidence to take charge of my life.
Advocate for me. Stand up for me when I need it.
Set boundaries.
Put limits in place that keep me on track.
My parents are really solid when it comes to seeing that I'm working hard and then making sure that they can support me.
Recognizing when there's not external forces, but internal forces telling me that I'm scared or whatever. I felt better because I felt that I'm not doing everything by myself.
Helps me remember that the work I'm doing is valuable and that it's all going to be worth it in the end.
We need you to share power.
Treat me with respect and give me a say.
Respect me, take me seriously, and treat me fairly.
Include me, involve me in decisions that affect me.
Collaborate with me. Include me in problem solving to reach goals.
Let me lead.
Create opportunities for me to take action and lead.
It's not easy to come from a spot where you're supposed to be leading and whatnot, and then have somebody else who's supposed to be under you do your job.
That I have my own voice, that the things I say matter.
My director has started to trust me a lot more and said, I'll step back and you can be in charge.
And she let me have the power to be able to change my own education for the better.
We need you to expand possibilities.
Connect me with people and places that broaden my world. Inspire me and help me see possibilities for my future.
Broaden my horizons. Expose me to new experiences, ideas, and places.
Introduce me to other people that can help me grow.
So the thing that makes me happy is horseback riding.
I am very into the environment.
I want to take an architecture class.
Make my own game enterprises called Star Studios.
When people hear my name in the arts world, I want them to smile.
I would like to help people.
I want to be happy.
Not just money, but more than that. I want love and care.
Just to live a normal life.
Where I can be myself.
You know, take that chance, even if it seems a little bit scary.
And I want to be that person that enjoys life because you don't know when it's going to end.
This is our advice to you. With your support, we'll develop competence, confidence, character, caring, connection, and contribution.
To build a future together, it will make Northern Berkshire strong, safe, and healthy for a generation to come.
This is what we mean when we say,
See me?
See me.
See me.
Hear me.
Hear me.
Hear me.
Care about me.
Care about me.
Care about me.
We can grow together.
We can grow together.
we can grow together.
Thanks. All the youth that you saw in this video are all youth from our communities, from various towns, various high schools. Also, thank you, Nick Mantello. Almost every photo in there came from Nick and all of his work in our community, so it's beautiful. So to the best of my ability, I'll stay on script. We hope you enjoyed the video. Keep your eyes out because we will have it up. It'll be on social media, and our group is going to be trying to share this as widely as we can, as the youth really did tell us these are the things, and they told us how we as adults can do that for them. So it's awesome, I promise. So now I'm going to, without a glitch, invite Ben Lamb to come to the podium. Maybe. Maybe.
You said without a glitch.
No. No more video. We're going to just...
Good enough. Good afternoon, everybody. How are we doing today? Yeah? Beautiful. It is fantastic to see so many friends and neighbors and new acquaintances. It's always exciting when we can come together and really celebrate an organization like the Coalition, and we have so many great organizations in Northern Berkshire County and the Berkshires as a whole. I just have the distinct privilege of joining you today as my final time having to do this, right? For now. So I will stay on script as well to make sure that we keep you all on time here. But good afternoon all, and welcome to the Northern Berkshire Community Coalition's 39th annual luncheon. We are grateful for the opportunity to be here with you in the beautiful Greylock Works. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Ben Lamb, and I am currently the president of the board of directors of NBcc. As we kick off our event today, we would love to draw your attention to the copies of our annual report that you should all have directly in front of you next to that delicious food that you're currently enjoying. This is just one small way that we hope to share all the wonderful things that our team has been able to accomplish this year with your support. I hope over the last year you've seen our swag in more and more places. We love that our friends and neighbors are able to represent this organization in the many corners of the world that they occupy. To help make sure everyone has a chance to get in on the fun, today as a gift for you, we will have a table on your way out after the program where you can grab a free piece of swag. And this is the good stuff. This is like the creme de la creme of swag, if I do say so myself. The team at NBcc is proud to wear our gear and hope you will join us in the experience of sporting our swag around North Berkshire and wherever the world may take you. We appreciate your support, whether it comes in the form of donation dollars, engagement in our many programs and community efforts, or just sporting some cool gear. We are glad to have you on our team. Each year, as we gather, we love the time to enjoy lunch, recognize some amazing members of our community, and celebrate the good things going on in North Berkshire. At the Coalition, one of our best assets are the community members who have stepped up and into the work that we do by being the team behind the team. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the members of the board of directors who are present today and those who are unable to join us. I'll ask each of you to please hold your recognition until the end and have everyone standing. So first up, Teresa Dennett, our vice president. Next, Maureen Barron, our clerk. Dr. Barbara Malkus, Treasurer, Craig Bard, Anna Flynn, Jennifer Meehan, Megan Childers, and Sarah Lalumia. Can we get a round of applause for this incredible team of volunteers? Having worked with these folks, many of them now for over a decade, it's incredible to see what they commit to this organization as volunteers. On that note, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to each of you for all of your hard work and dedication in supporting the mission of NBcc and the work of the staff in the community. I would also like to take a moment to recognize the exemplary contribution of 2 board members who will be stepping away from the board this year, Dr. Barbara Malkus and Sarah Lalumia. These women have been key members of our board and the leadership of the organization over the past decade. They have demonstrated wisdom, thoughtfulness, restraint, excitement, inclusion, and are wonderful examples of our values lived out in our community. Thank you both for everything you have contributed in making NBcc a better organization and for impacting our region in so many ways. A round of applause for Dr. Malkus and Sarah. In addition to our current board, I am also extremely excited to announce that we have 3 new board members joining us this next fiscal year. Please hold your applause while I introduce these 3 new folks to please stand and be recognized. AJ Cody, Development Director of the Breen Center. Hannah King, Assistant Vice President of Commercial Lending at Adams Community Bank. And Aaron Shea, Vice President of Quality Compliance at BFair. A round of applause for our new team members. Now, for some of us, we are grandfathered in and we don't have term limits. So you all got lucky, you have term limits, but you're with us for the long haul. As you heard, we tend to keep people around once they join the team. So welcome aboard. We're excited to have you joining us starting next year. So at this time, I would like to take a moment to invite our Executive Director, Amber Besaw, back up to the podium. Amber?
Thank you, Ben. I would just like to take this moment to do a quick shout out to our Board of Directors. Over the past 7 years working with all of you, I'm continually reminded of the importance of your role in our organization. You've all had amazing commitment to NBcc and our work, and the fact that many of you still accept my phone calls says a lot. Thank you for letting me call you, text you when I need to, interrupting your schedules, sometimes even your dinner, for advice, a sounding board, or even a signature. So you guys do it all, and I appreciate you so much. All right, so as we move forward, but before we introduce our team, I just want to take a moment to recognize some of our distinguished guests that are here with us today. Senator Paul Mark, Representative John Barrett, Mayor Jen Maxey, and Jesse Lederman for the U.S. Senator Ed Markey's office. I think we all know how busy you guys are, so for taking time out of your day to be here with us means a lot, so thank you so much. I also want to take a moment to thank the incredible partners and contributors to our annual meeting, Sal and Carla and their amazing team here at Greylock Works, the folks at Think Events that do our AV and our sound, the catering for the delicious lunch, and of course Mount Williams for the beautiful flowers on the table. We hope that you will enjoy the flowers by taking the little bouquets but leaving the little blue jars home with you today so they can bring sunshine tomorrow when it rains again. So everybody, we couldn't do this without you, so thank you so much. Each year, I am amazed by the number of community partners that we work alongside, with the strongest partnerships in this work being the unbelievable individuals that I get to work with every day. I think each year I say something about the challenges that we've faced, and they're real. But it's also true that those challenges cannot be overcome without those who show up every day to be part of some creative, out-of-the-box, crazy, well, we've never done that before idea that we tend to come up with. Our dedicated staff have truly put so much into their work, providing a wide variety of programming and opportunities to engage with community and strive to help the world around us one relationship at a time. It's really hard to explain to those who don't work in our office what it's like. Puppies, bubbles, snacks, lots of coffee, flowcharts, laughter, and so much more. While I can't say that the hard days are getting easier, I can say it's much easier to navigate the hard when you can laugh and find optimism with the people you work alongside every day. This team keeps me inspired, motivated, and working toward our mission. Sometimes, truth be told, they also keep me guessing. Okay, so let me introduce them to you, and please hold your applause until they're all standing. Meredith Starr, our Youth Substance Use Prevention Coordinator. Carissa Serchersky, Youth Support Worker. Gabby Glazer, our Community Connections Coordinator. Joanne Alt, our Health and Wellness Coordinator. Sarah Kegel, our Office Coordinator. Nancy Kennedy, Program Manager of our Family Resource Center. Sully Boland, Family Support Worker. Kelsey Lee, Family Support Worker. Andrew Rosenberg, School Liaison. Susie Helm, our Communications Coordinator. Harry Seven, our Youth Development Support Staff. And last and never least, our Business Manager, Liz Boland. Thank you guys so much. This is an amazing team, and if you haven't met them, please take time to meet them before you go today. I promise you will not be disappointed. If you've been to our annual meeting before, you realize that we love to plan events and we love a good theme. This year, our team was considering what theme we would do for our annual luncheon, and as often is the case, Carissa was quick to list off several themes that she'd been collecting since 1:35 p.m. last June 28th. Which, if you don't know, that was 5 minutes after our last annual meeting ended. It's a true story. This year, in the midst of everything, our team felt the best theme for our event today was community, and the best way we could represent that was to ask community members to speak to their friends and neighbors. So I would like to ask our first two speakers of the day, Kristen Toole and Hillary Sweeney, to come to the podium.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kristen Toole. I own Olson Farm in Lanesboro, and I'm the director and founder of Heart and Soil Collective, a nonprofit that works to connect people with the land where their food is growing. What an honor to be here today. This is the first time I've ever been asked to speak, so I'm really nervous, but I know this is a room of friends, so I appreciate being asked. And I'm especially excited to be celebrating the Williamstown and North Adams Farmers Markets today with all of you as well. One of the most impactful moments that I experienced being part of this NBcc community was the first time that I attended their Neighborlies Awards in 2022. Hearing the stories about a community member who had cooked meals for their neighbor who was in the hospital, friends who started a peer support group after seeing so many in their town struggling, or the 92-year-old who spent her time making handmade collage cards for all the other seniors in the Council on Aging, it filled me with hope. And the pandemic was really hard. Life can be really hard. I think life is really hard and really scary right now, but connecting with each other makes it easier. Being afraid when things are scary is natural, but sitting in fear alone leads to hopelessness. And connecting with everyone in the room when we're scared, that's what community means. Being in that room with regular people who took the time to shine a light on all of the moments of joy, care, and respect, it was deep medicine after those few years of seclusion and fear during the pandemic. And it was so organic, it was so easy to be part of as someone attending the Neighborlies for the first time. In 2023, I was surprised to be selected for the first Steve Green Neighbor of the Year award at the Neighborlies. And then I realized that both Steve and his wife, Sue Walker, had been my mom's professors at North Adams State College, which is now MCLA, and that they had known me since I was 8 years old. I think the Berkshires kind of has that sort of magic in bringing people together in the most unexpected, but at the same time, most comfortable ways. Now I take notes throughout the year when I notice someone in my community who's sharing kindness or helping out and making a difference, so that I can remember to nominate them for the Neighborlies Award. Because it feels good to be recognized, and it also feels good to recognize others. The Northern Berkshire Community Coalition has made it really easy and created a space for something truly beautiful and impactful with their Neighborlies Awards. So we were also asked to talk a little about how we define community. Community to me is walking into a room and seeing a familiar face, like when I realized that Sue Walker was my mom's former professor and mentor. It also means walking into a room for the first time where you may not know anyone, like my first time attending the Neighborlies, and still feeling welcome. There's a famous quote that Mr. Rogers shared about advice from his mother during scary times, when she would say to look for the helpers, and you will always find people who are helping. The NBCC's Neighborlies perfectly exemplify this statement, and community to me means looking for the helpers in the public spaces and those doing the work behind the scenes. It also means recognizing the helpers in ourselves. Recognizing the vital work being done to build networks also means joining in and participating in it. It could be as simple as joining a book club or a knitting group, or such a commitment as running for elected office or pursuing a career in essential fields like education or healthcare. And when we find those helpers, we see they're just regular everyday people, just like us. They're not superheroes who can hold the world up in their hands. They're regular humans, neighbors, and community members who care deeply about others and the places they live. The empathy and compassion are the real superpowers. We all have valuable knowledge and skills to offer in order to make the places we live a little bit better. And this right here, and all the work that the coalition is doing, this is what community looks like. So thank you all.
My name is Hillary Sweeney, and thank you to NBcc for having me. It's such an honor to be asked to speak about community. A little background, tiny background on me. I am a circus producer. You may have seen our show called Milltown Circus on Knoll Field, hopefully. If not, yeah, thank you. If not, you'll have another opportunity this year. And the circus, I live my life for community. The circus is all about community. We unite everybody under the big top from all walks of life. I'm an aerialist by trade. Now I'm a producer. So community means a lot to me. I live my life kind of by that. And so when I was first introduced to the coalition, it was moving here. Shortly after moving here, I joined the community outreach training program, which is an incredible, incredible program. It not only allowed me to meet new people in the area, it, like I said, uniting everyone under a big top. This is your big top. This is the same thing. It's the coalition is this wonderful umbrella that unites all different walks of life. And if you want to see a cross section of our beautiful community, walk into the community volunteer outreach program, because it's just incredible how many different types of people from all backgrounds, all career paths come together in this room, united by one goal, and that's to do good for their community. And where else do you get that opportunity? So they're heart-forward people, and I found my people. It's the first time I really found my people here in North Adams, because what better people to be united with than heart-forward, empathetic people who want to do good in the community. So, thank you for me, because that was wonderful for me to experience. But I think that ripples. I mean, I'm still here speaking about it today, and that was a few years ago. Providing opportunities off of the screen, off the computer, off Facebook, for people to flesh out ideas together about what they want to happen in their community, and a safe space, in a guided space. It's an organized and structured program that I just highly recommend to anybody. And those ripple out through time. I think it doesn't always necessarily sprout the second they graduate, but years later things will sprout. That ripples and expands. And the more the more they push people through that program, the more it ripples and expands. So that was just wonderful, and I hope that continues. And yeah, I think that's, thank you.
Thank you, ladies, so much. That was lovely. So now I would like to invite Ben to come back up with also with KCP's representative for Paul Mark's office.
I know. So I should just come with him more often to get a woo. So that's good to know. Yeah.
I'm so happy I got
Appreciate it.
it.
Yeah, well done. Bravo.
Yeah.
Props to you. So each year at our annual meeting, we take a moment to intentionally highlight and celebrate an individual or multiple individuals whose depth of impact in our region is deserving of note by bestowing them with the Northern Berkshire Hero Award. Since this award's inception, an incredible array of champions, catalysts, and agents of care have been recognized in our region. This year, we are very excited to honor the North Adams and Williamstown Farmers Markets with the Northern Berkshire Hero Award for their collective work making healthy local food options more accessible to residents. They accomplished this through the Market Match program, a SNAP incentive that allows SNAP, or Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, recipients to stretch their benefits, doubling benefits spent at the market 1-to-1 up to $30 per market per SNAP customer. We are honoring the work, this hard work that these market organization committees, mostly volunteer, have done to secure funding for these programs and the massive amount of work it takes to implement these programs successfully. Each of these Northern Berkshire markets have been serving the community for over 40 years, supporting local farm and food producers and regional artisans. And the Market Match program empowers our most vulnerable residents to make healthy local food fit within their budget. Back in 2008, the first year the North Adams Farmers Market offered the SNAP incentive program, the result was just a few $100s of matched benefits. Today, between the two markets, this program results in the purchase of over $60,000 worth of fresh local food annually. This growth has not happened without the support of many local foundations, financial institutions, local residents, and businesses. A few funds of note are the Hardman Fund and Green Pastures Fund through Berkshire Taconic Community Foundation, and Berkshire Agricultural Ventures Market Match Fund. This season, BAV has contributed a total of $38,000 in market match funding to these markets. And over the past 5 years, they have contributed $126,000 to the North Adams Farmers Market and $17,000 to the Williamstown Farmers Market. Our farmers markets and their communities couldn't succeed without this support. And just to add a little personal color to this conversation, when we were having the conversation about what does a Northern Berkshire Hero Award recipient look like? And we've done groups in the past, and we've done individuals in the past, and we started to think about what really represents that heroism, right? It's creating community. The farmers market is a micro-community unto its own, and it brings people out into a community that they may not access otherwise. It's about helping to nourish people. They're nourishing them with the food, they're nourishing with the conversation, they're helping them actually gain access to the things being grown in their own backyards in a way that they've never had that access with, historic inequities in our food system. And during the pandemic, the farmers markets in this area were quite literally a lifeline of support, both the human factor and the food factor. And to now be able to celebrate them, it is extremely exciting. They are innovators, they're incubators. We see businesses spin off into our downtowns coming from these farmers markets. So they've literally become an engine of our economy, an engine of our community, and a place for growth and success across all of our community members. So I would like to please help me welcome to the stage the North Adams Farmers Market and the Williamstown Farmers Markets, and as well as some of their committee members. So if you could all come up on stage, we need to celebrate the heck out of you. In the words of the late, great Steve Green, these people really give a damn. And it is fantastic to be able to welcome so many of them up to the stage today. So I'm going to turn it over to my friend and colleague at the microphone, Mr. Casey Peace.
Wonderful. Thank you, Ben. Love the woos. My name is Casey Pease. I work for our state senator, Paul Mark, who was here, but one of the problems of having 57 cities and towns is you have to go to a lot of events, so Senator Mark did have to leave. But that's okay, because I'm actually a graduate of the volunteer outreach program with Hillary. It's also okay because Jesse Letterman from Senator Markey's office looks just like Paul, so you can kind of blend in. I just want to say really briefly before we present these citations, I don't want to mince words because I think it's important. We're talking about community, and right now, community is under attack in our country. SNAP is under attack by the federal government, but I want to say that not in Massachusetts, not in this Commonwealth. Community is all of us coming here. It's the work that Northern Berkshire Community Coalition does. And what says community better than food? Literally. So it's honestly, it's an honor for me. I've been to the North Adams Farmers Market. I haven't been to the Williamstown one yet, so I'll just go a little further north. But as a Northern Berkshire boy, I live in Savoy. This honestly gives me a lot of honor, and to have all of you here to stand up and reject the negativity that we're seeing in our world, and to say community matters, and it certainly does in this Commonwealth. So on behalf of the Massachusetts State Senate, on behalf of Senator Paul Mark, and indeed on behalf of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I have these two citations, one for, what's the first one? North Adams Farmers Market, that's you guys, okay, sorry. And of course, the Williamstown Farmers Market. Congratulations on your award, and thank you for all that you do. Jesus. I don't know if... Oh, yeah, do it.
We won't move it with the chorus.
Everyone squeeze together.
Squeeze it. Squeeze it.
1, 2, 3. Susie, don't move.
Don't step back.
Beautiful.
Cool.
Thank you, Casey, for that rousing speech. I don't know if I want to go at the end. Maybe I'll just have you come back up. So next we have our second set of community speakers. So if Nick Mantello and Lucian would join me at the podium, please.
Wow. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nick Mantello, as she announced. And it's such an honor to be up here. And I guess it's because I take photos. I love taking photos. It's a passion. It's something that I enjoy doing. And to be asked to speak about that is, that's just incredible, to be recognized for something that you love doing. So, anyways, again, my name is Nick Mantello. My history of photography began probably back in the early 60s when I would be laying on the floor looking at the pictures in the transcript. I didn't like reading, so I just looked at the pictures. And I would turn to my dad and say, "Dad, what's transcript tray ball?" And he goes, "Well, that's the man that took the pictures." And at that point, it was like, I want to be like Randy Trayball. So I did end up working for the transcript weekends back in the 80s, 80 to 90, around that age. It was a great adventure. I loved accidents and fires, which how I ended up doing the web page on Facebook, North Adams 911. And Chief, we are about 30 people away from reaching 10,000 followers. So if you'd like to follow us, that'd be great. You could put us over 10,000. Social media has been a great outlet for me to put my photos out there that I love to do. And the great thing about Northern Berkshire Community Coalition is they have so many great things going on with the I got notes with the parties that you have, the neighborly things, and it gives me a great opportunity to get out there and take photos of people that help with the community, and giving people a chance to come out and enjoy the camaraderie of the neighborlies. It's just awesome, and I really appreciate that. They bring in the community together. And as Ben was talking about our swag, no matter what event you go to, whether it's downtown or in areas like this or whatever, you see the swag. It's all over, all the time. And it's great, and I'm going to be proud to wear some swag. So thank you for that. I don't want to go on too much farther, but it's been a real honor for me to be here, to be able to speak on the behalf of the Northern Berkshire Community Coalition. They do such great work, giving opportunities for people to share time together at your events. It's great. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there this weekend. Enjoy, and thank you again for this great opportunity.
Hello, my name is Lucian. I'm a peer mentor at NBcc. If I don't knock things over, I was a shy kid with big dreams. I had the privilege of exploring who I was at an early age, but my anxiety often got in the way of everything that I tried. I buried my face in my mom's shirt to avoid conversation and got lectured by a gymnastics instructor for being too quiet. Throughout the years, however, I acquired safe people outside of my home, an acting teacher who introduced himself with a bright smile and easy conversation, my kindergarten and first grade teachers who welcomed me with open arms every morning, my best friend and her family who wasted no time in becoming a second home. These people yanked me out of my shell, sometimes instantaneously, and allowed me to see the world instead of the polyester of my mom's t-shirts. These people taught me how to achieve these big dreams I had. They were my community. I'm a shy adult with big dreams. I recently moved across the country to an unfamiliar place where none of these safe people presided. Yet it never felt unfamiliar. As soon as I stepped through the door, a plethora of people welcomed me and my family with open arms. These people made North Adams our home almost immediately, and not just because we work for them. The Northern Berkshire Community Coalition offers support in every way imaginable, from catastrophes to art clubs, from presidents to parents. They welcome newcomers as much as they embrace oldcomers. They are the kinds of people who would have brought 7-year-old me out of the shadows, which was no small feat, and that's precisely what they do for everyone here. I always had an idea of community, but the Coalition teaches me how to bring those ideas into practice. They show me, by example, how to become the safe person I always looked up to. And that's just what community is, a whole brigade of safe people who provide support, growth, and challenges to those around them. Some communities educate, some provide a shoulder to cry on, others plant seeds for a better tomorrow, and the Coalition manages to embody all of the above and much more. They are a small team with a big impact. They turn cities into homes. Community isn't about standing alone to face the world, but it also isn't about seamless camaraderie. It's a garden with a myriad of plants special in their individuality, but whose roots intertwine beneath the soil. And even a daisy growing in the crack of a sidewalk can reach over and find a place to belong within the system. My family and I recently moved from Texas, where thousands of communities were sprinkled sporadically throughout the vast space and whose impact could be felt in small ways. But the NBcc community makes their presence known throughout every aspect of the Berkshires. I came as an outsider, grateful to be welcomed so quickly and wholeheartedly, and I'm beyond thankful for the opportunity to return the favor. The fact that I'm up here after barely a year should tell you everything you need to know about how welcoming the Coalition has made this place. I am honored to have the privilege to share these thoughts with you, and I look forward to seeing how impactful this community will be in the coming years.
If you wondered, when you ask people from the community to come up and talk, it's absolutely amazing, and then you realize what a hard act it is to follow, so I hope I say something half as good as everybody just did. Thank you to Lucian, Hillary, Kristen, and Nick. We are so grateful that you guys came and that your dedication to the community in your own unique ways helps you be our neighbors. So we really appreciate you and thank you. It is a tradition at our annual meeting that we have a little fun. It's great to have food and it's great to hear people talk, but we like to have a little fun. So this year, our theme is community and connections. And so our NBcc team thought it would be great to engage you in the efforts of creating a community mural. So our team, as you see them over there prepping, is going to be coming around to each table to hand you a piece of a puzzle. Some pieces have more open space on them than others. You will also find that there are markers on your table. As you get your puzzle pieces, you can decide if you want to be an individual or if you want to work in creative teams to design what your puzzle piece looks like. The goal of this activity, this is what educators feel like, isn't it, Barb? Everybody's already starting before I give instructions. If you decide, the goal of the activity is to fill in all the blank space, the open space, the white space, on your puzzle piece with messages about community and what keeps you connected. Please be creative. You can use words, thoughts, or drawings in order to do this. We'll give you about 10 to 15 minutes. When everyone is finished, take your puzzle piece. We're going to put the puzzle together. So you'll take your puzzle piece back to the big table in the back, and our team will help you assemble it, and we can all see what came out. So, ready, set, create. See, that's what happens.
Just like my love, oh, it goes on. Better believe it. Still moving strong, on and on. Don't stop for nobody. This time I keep my feet on solid ground. Now I understand myself. When I'm down, like the sweet sound of good music, there'll always be something new to keep the tables turning. Hey, 'cause in the song there'll never be an ending. It goes on, just like my love. Oh, the beat goes on, still moving strong, on and on. The beat goes on, the beat goes on, the beat goes on. The beat goes on, the beat goes on, the beat goes on.
All right. Oh, I'm not going to cut you off just yet, but I do want to keep us moving. So if you are done with your puzzle, please make your way to the back and then come sit back down. We have a couple more things, I promise, not long. Harry and Chris are waving at you, saying back here. And Mayor, you have an accommodation. You get as much time as you want. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Actually, Tony gets as much time as he wants. But as folks are wrapping up, I would love to invite our friend Jeannie from the Williamstown Farmers Market to come up. She just shared something with me, and I thought it was really applicable, so I would love for her to be able to share it with you as well. So, Jeannie.
Thanks so much. So our farmers market
tries to put out a newsletter every week. Some weeks there's a lot to juggle and it doesn't quite happen, but this was from our newsletter that went out today. And in the spirit of everything that I heard here, I just wanted to share it. A garden can be an expression of soul force. Joy in the rain cannot be repressed. The soil doesn't care what language the farmer speaks. Sheep respond to the even nature and kindness of the shepherd. They don't care who the shepherd loves. The wild geese flying over my farm have never noticed a border. As Wendell Berry reminds us, it all turns on affection. Affection is the great cultivator. It is the willingness and human need to love that builds community. And it is community that keeps us safe, makes space for our dreams, and inspires us to feed each other. So, thank you.
Whew, we made it. Bumps and all. Thank you so much for that, Jeannie. It's great when you can have little, just things that happen. It's such our world for little things to show up. So, as we finish up today, I always have the privilege of saying a few words. And I'd like to say that each year the words come easier and easier, but they don't. In fact, I believe it grows increasingly more difficult to find just the right words to say in moments like this. The temptation often, particularly now, is to speak about all the things that are wrong, the things that we want to change, or the things we believe are going to happen if our world continues down the path we assume is ahead. I want to take a moment to recognize that many of us likely have some experiences in common right now. Our heads continually bombarded with difficult and unfathomable information to process, unmet expectations, hearts burdened with sights and sounds of hateful words and actions by those who are afraid, alone, or hurt themselves, as well as spirits burdened with the desire to change things that are so far out of our control. We ask questions like why, how can this happen, what will happen next, and it seems that there are so few answers to our questions. It isn't that these things aren't real or not important. They are, and there is a time and a space for us to talk about those things. And today, what seems important to talk about is what we can do, what we can build, and hope. As we move through our days, we hear stories about the decisions that people in power make, or we see events and circumstances unfolding around us that make us question if there are any good people out there. It's so easy to make assumptions about people's intentions or who they are. What is hard is avoiding the lure to hate back, to hurt back, or write someone off. I believe we each face a challenge to see beyond what's in front of us, to see past what is presented, and give our best effort to exist in the face of who and what we believe we cannot tolerate. This place of seeming neutrality is a brave space, a place where the opportunity to listen, learn, and understand can be crafted. Some of us, notice I said us and not them, seek information that simply confirms what we already believe about our world and our neighbors in it. This brave space can become a place to explore the things outside our own experiences and beliefs. This is not about the desire or capacity to change others to be more like us, but opening of a dialogue where we can listen to understand each other. In doing what we can to understand each other, we create the possibility and prospect for building community. Community is a funny thing. Not everyone desires to be a member within every community. However, community is something we all look for and long to belong to. Community is gradient, large communities of many diverse peoples to small communities made up of groups of people who share a very specific identity. And what's most unique about this concept is that while communities develop from a place of personal desire to belong, they are places where we can seek to be inclusive and celebrate differences, while practicing equity and ensuring that others have what they need to thrive, and create the experience of solidarity and belonging with others. These are not the ideas of policy and procedure. These are values and actions. These are the ideas that nourish hope. Hope. This is a word that one of our team members continues to remind us to lean into. She reminds us often to focus on hope, choose hope, look for hope. To be honest, this is one of my team's favorite Amberisms. Hope seems hard to come by in recent times. We move from one unknown to the next, seeing misfortune and fear among our friends and neighbors, with no seeming end in sight. The older I get, the more I realize this is not new to us or our generation. This is part of our human experience. So you may be asking, what is this thing we call hope? So, to honor my teen writing workshop kiddos, I call them kiddos, I thought I would take a chance and write a poem for you. And now I also know exactly how they feel when they stand up to read their work in front of people. Hope. Hope is a funny thing. When you possess it, it brings you to the top of the highest mountains among the clouds. And while without it, you fall into the depths of the deepest valley. Hope is discoverable. It's a personal journey navigating the twists and turns of life, all to find the destination of immeasurable worth. Hope is active. It flourishes in spaces full of light and life while surviving in the dark and dismal spaces we try to avoid. Hope is capable of amazing things. The loss of it can make a person feel desperate and cynical, while the existence of it can move a person to feel found and optimistic. Hope is contagious. It's shared and multiplied through our collective encounters. Hope is an experience. The smell of honeysuckle on a warm breeze, sunshine after a rainy day, sound of child laughing in pure joy, a stranger's helping hand or a kind word, or even in the simple smile of another. Hope is alive. Hope is shelter. Hope is in community. Thank you. I think my kids would be proud. I didn't pass out, and I'm still standing, so we're good. Thank you guys so much for coming today. We really appreciate you all being here. Please stop at the table and see Liz and Joanne. They'll help you get your swag. I am going to try one more time to see if I can get the video to work, but no promises. So thank you again for coming today. We really appreciate it.